Oh, that's Julie. Oh, there's David. But who cares? Because we're going to be looking at some text. So let's share the text.
Yes, let's share the text.
Oh, I was just making a noise. Wow, look at it. It's like, ooh, who's that old dude? He's got a beard.
Who's that smiling? Beautiful person.
Ah, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I see this beautiful person too. Anyway, share screen. The birth of Klein. Here we go. Right. So, this is the text. And away you go. Sorry. Right.
So I like.
Excuse you. All right, man. You like what? What are you doing?
I like the sensory opening. I think it's like the scent and the wind, so you've got a sense of movement and smell and visualization. I think it would be nice to carry on with that sensory idea with the horses and the road and the.
Stop capturing my response when you're talking, which was like that. So I should put it back to you now, yeah? I don't think you spotted it either.
And just shove it under you. Okay.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the amount of content, detail. This is the kind of thing, it's like maximum for me. I'm just like, okay. Well, just different things. You write your things.
Auditory would be nice.
Yeah. Here comes a bit of auditory.
A
bit of blab.
Yeah.
Oh, can you read that? Yeah.
That was a bit I was saying about the auditory, sensory nature of being good to draw out.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe. Makes sense. Nature.
With either the cloaks or the.
Yeah.
I just sound the horses too.
Okay.
Okay.
That I don't understand.
I don't understand the ease dismounting. I suppose I get the dismounting with a horse easily, so you don't fall or you don't slide and you don't hang under your head. And I guess it's comparing a horse to a stone wall. When you dismount a stone wall, you don't fall, you don't trip. So he does it, either of those he does easily.
Oh, I understand that, but I don't understand the dismounts. I understand the ease is both that and that, but not. So I would say Attis with ease, Attis dismounts with a and both. Okay. So it should be
accustomed to both horses and stone walls.
Yeah.
Climbing a board, climbing on top of a horse and stone wall.
It's not, I don't think it is. With ease of both. Attis dismounts.
Horse and stone wall. Horses and stone walls.
Horses. And stone walls. I don't get it. I just don't get it. So maybe your whipping thing. Well, that will put your sound of.
Why don't you put with ease?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the sound is what you say, whipping the air.
Yeah, you can, because he's got to clearly calm, hasn't he?
Dismounts with ease, his horse snorting.
Nice, yeah.
From the strain. From the relieved strain.
Mm. Escapade journey.
His. Oh, is that the horse now?
They're in it together. They're a we, they're an us. Shared experience. Indeed, my lord, if you've walked with me, I've arranged a path that will show you just how well your wisdom has taken root. That's, I imagine that's like a deep kind of slow-paced voice. Some kind of weight measure.
Yeah.
It's more just painting. There's supposed to be a lot of painting of colours, doesn't there?
Just that up.
Yeah, so for me, or what I would say, just go down just a bit more. I'd probably add something to the coastal roads, the villages, and the houses. Just a word, something on the side. Landscape detail. So I love the clear spring, isn't that? Clear, crystal clear spring is really nice. Golden crimson dying light's nice. Cool evening breeze, lovely. Again, it's very sensory, and you get an idea of the atmosphere and the impressions.
Maybe it'd be easier if you went through it and just added bits and bobs. Maybe you should just, add bits and bobs. But then, because I didn't write this, I don't mind.
Mm.
As long as it doesn't slow it down.
You need like one short word and plenty of things just to make them swing a bit. Because we know from coastal roads that we've been on, they can be really bumpy, big stones in them, or they can be quite smooth and flat. Just adds a bit of detail. Anyway, carry on.
Rocky.
Mm-hmm. So is Merciless quite a serious, intentional character? It sounds. Tomorrow, I'll show you our greatest victory. We talk with the young people.
Yep. These are serious people.
Mm. Good. No? I like that phrase, the soul speaks the truth you will understand, because you can relate that to today as well. What do you call it, truth or something like that? I'd add a word before stars or sea.
Right, what words? Just suggest something, please.
No. Pure white or something. New tree. They're really kind of this idea of crystal clear and some beauty of some kind. Huh.
Is that good enough?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
So some suspense. He cannot quite read his expression.
What period do you think this is based in?
Period. I would say riding horses for a start. So they don't have cars. Is the assumption. Byzantine.
Okay, keep reading.
Got borders. I think that's good to create his character and then this idea of the politics of it as well. It's kind of subtle but meaningful. The formal readings are translated through 3 tongues before understanding passes between them. There are 3 tongues. Each of them's got a tongue.
No,
or
language.
3 languages.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll find the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. Copper? Do they have copper?
Mm-hmm. So it's exploring the meaning of the solar and how it's used.
What period?
Well, I was thinking watchtowers and border guards. had watched it as a Second World War, but thinking more medieval times.
Okay, let's get further in the back, good.
I like that description of the river of silver and visions flowing through the kingdom. So Attis is thinking differently, and Marcellus has a certain way of using silver, but Attis is challenging that in his own mind.
Something is challenging him.
The relationship between people and so on.
Yeah.
You can see the ownership. Protection, ownership.
It's not clear. The idea is not clear, but he's definitely onto something. So here we go. You ready? It's a lot, isn't it? Well, yeah, the sounds dancing here. Seems to be
It's nice. It's
Just did it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Still not clear even from this statement that this guy, let's see if it becomes clear. Let's just see.
So although he can see the mechanics of it, he's troubled by it.
There's something about it.
Yeah.
Something still troubles him.
He was troubled before. There's something in what he observes that doesn't sit well with him. Good question. Smooth.
That is the face of someone he already knows. But another reader would be confused. Bzz, bzz. but Julie knows the direction.
Isn't that something?
That's what reflexive things, because somebody already knows this stuff, and so therefore they go, oh yeah, like that. Whereas somebody who doesn't know, you're not first responding in that sense. You'll be like, okay, what are they doing? How does that make sense? Confused.
Yeah, you'd be along with the character and you'd be thinking, oh, that's a bit different. Why? But there's something about it he's curious about.
Curious.
Wants to find out more.
Curious.
Baffled?
Yeah.
I haven't got to there yet. I haven't got to there.
Again, praising Attis's genius for creating the silver pieces. Take that literally. What does that mean?
Marcellus congratulates Attius his intelligence, his
genius.
His
genius.
Genius. Only person in the world to think of it.
Yes. So what period of time is this?
Romans.
No. Before Romans.
Coins.
Before Romans.
With the emperor's stamp on it.
Before that. He's the first person to come up with it. That's how dated it is. This is 1000 BC.
Right.
3000 years ago. The bronze. Bronze
right.
records, that was another clue. How can this possibly work?
I did understand that it was the first time it's being used. I was thinking.
Okay.
That's quite a lot of those 2 paragraphs. There's quite a lot of operation of the silver in there.
Of course.
I think.
I'm not going to spread it out forever.
No, not spread it out forever, but it'd be nice to have some kind of maybe interjection between something. Yeah, you can just, something like that for some engagement. Nice. Yeah. That's enough. Wow, when you read that about buying people, that's really shocking.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
It really kind of makes you stop and think about how many has been and is being used.
Not in endless, not in.
I'm thinking it's like ridiculing the fact you can
Yeah.
run either way. I think I like the endless though, because it does bring out the ridicule, and then how it explains it makes sense. No instant, no silver coin.
You need not silver coin to market.
Okay.
It's a bit clumsy, maybe. I like this kind of what?
Well, I like that circle idea. I think that works well. Makes sense.
Second?
Yeah, it is good. Yeah. Wow. Nice. I'm not sure. I don't like things like battlefield of conflicting thoughts. It's used quite a lot.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, like in war poetry and things, and war stories.
It is. It's vaguely appropriate because these people are talking about the beginning of money.
I just feel it just feels an overused kind of phrase.
Some zoomies soon. Like, as soon as you finish the story, which is only going to be a couple paragraphs.
But you just cannot resist, can you? You really cannot resist. He says I'm sick.
Oh, actually, we don't even know if anybody else is about.
You have a camera and it ramps up.
Nope, nobody's about. Nobody's ever seen any of this. Anyway, carrying on. Which one are we reading?
Share the right one. Yeah, I just think that's over. Quite a lot.
It's okay. I don't mind too much. It's fitting context, I think.
Well, not at a war. They're not having any kind of fun.
They kind of are. They're changing from raids and combat and everything else to trade. It is literally, it is literally, it is literally at the edge of the battlefield.
Yeah, I guess it has to be.
Oh, yeah.
What about adding something like the generosity, the shared generosity between people?
No, he's not interested.
Oh, he's not interested.
He's not interested.
From his perspective.
Oh, God.
He's only interested in the fact that they have money circulating.
He's not interested in the way that they're circulating it. This cannot be allowed to continue.
It cannot deny the prosperity from the peace in the border. So he's interested in peace because he can make people make more money.
No, he's not interested in peace. Oh, maybe. Yeah, he's interested in more money.
Yeah, because he's trying to make more money than you do. And the willing
payment. If you can make it a war, I'm sure he'd be happy with that. Huh? We don't know who he is.
He's just observing.
He's come up with this brilliant thing, and these guys are doing the wrong thing.
Yeah. I thought he was going to change his mind here, but he's not.
No. That's why there's conflict.
And he's churning.
I think it's an outrageous
Yeah.
conversion. It takes time. We have to go through this amount of time because we spend 2 bits going, oh, okay, he's going through, oh, okay, it's trade, oh, okay, all right. And then, wait, what? And we have to go through this level of, what the hell's going on? It's not meant to be a big, long chat about stuff. It's like the implications of this. It's a proper dealing with the insanity of it. And yet, wait a minute, it's working.
I'd probably just have a more powerful phrase than it isn't following the plan.
Okay.
He's kind of outraged, isn't he? This cannot be allowed to continue.
Yeah.
If it isn't following the plan. It's kind of diffused. The implications are too dangerous.
Come up with something.
It's come up with allowed to continue just one region. The implications are too dangerous. Not allowed to continue. This must not happen.
Isn't conforming. It doesn't conform.
It doesn't conform.
It's to do with all everybody else, and it is working everywhere else. It isn't like the others.
Yeah, something about conformity would be good.
It doesn't conform.
It's the idea of fitting, but conformity is about consistency. So I think it's better than fit. It doesn't fit. It doesn't quite. Yeah, I think that's more. And it's serious as well. It's like a serious. And then it builds up to the whole destruction of the own kind of collapse. That's a bit of a change, isn't it? That he actually sees it through Marcellus' eyes.
No, you kind of saw it there, then he goes to the opposite side, then he goes this way. That's why it's good. It's
so this is why he's churning.
Yes.
Because you can see the potential in it, but it goes against everything he believes in.
Everything he's created.
What about this dangerous promise or this dangerous something? Because it's, do you think dream? Because dreams usually it hasn't happened, whereas it has happened. He's seen it happen.
It's a promise.
Promise is a promise. A promise is it.
It's still a thing in the future. And this dangerous promise is a thing that's happening in this dangerous aberration. This dangerous accident.
Illusion?
Illusion. Oh yeah, illusion. He thinks he's going to call it illusion now. Is that not interesting? Is that or is that not interesting?
Yes.
What do you think?
Yes.
As an idea. Think about the actual implications of that. Imagine in the world history this actually happened. That a region did use it in the reverse way.
And that someone saw the potential of it and then they actually did change rather than disputed it, you mean?
No, I'm saying that a bunch of people actually got this thing working and they got it mistakenly. I've tried to make it because it said things like 1000 BC, blah blah blah. And I'm like, no, you can't put that because that's our perspective. So just put it in the period that it was, and so you bronze things,
So they do it by accident.
Yes.
Because they're nice people,
it was the wife.
And generous people.
It was the wife that explained it. And the wife came up with it. And I could have presented her as another person, but then we'd have to have her joining in the conversation and everything else later. So
it's a woman that does that?
Yeah, it was a woman. So that's what he says.
I remember the reference to the wife.
Yeah. I don't understand anything too. She's back here. My wife helped me understand it when we first began. She sees part as I miss.
Yeah, so it's an insight.
Yes. So she thought it was you give the thing with the money.
Yeah. And women during this time with system powers, they wouldn't have that kind of
And so it came from a woman, and then the men just, no, fucking no. Even though it's working, the guy's like, no, because we can't control it. We're trying to control things. And so this thing, he's going to crush this thing, get rid of it, stop it from happening. And the king won't even hear about it, really. And so that whole potential pattern could have happened, but you don't even hear about it. And we've got like, oh yeah, they were using coins everywhere. Well, yes, they were, but how they were using them might have been very different. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
That's a real possibility, folks.
That existed. I can see more now the relevance, all the references to water and many all the way through, because that's the idea of it being natural, a natural flow of things.
But the flow of currency, no, we're familiar with the word currency. And so it did work, and it does work for the whole thing. That's how the origination of money was. It was this thing. You gave money to the soldiers, they went off to the outreaches, and they gave money for food. People were like, what's this for? What's this for? And then they had the silver. And then they had the silver. And then, oh yes, mystery. What am I using this in? And then it would go back to, and then you'd extract the money from tithes, through tithes.
Yes,
taxes. Okay, that's how it worked. But it just so happened in this particular place, it was going in the reverse direction, and it was working. All right, now it's hypothetical, but it's called counterfactual or something or other. So there were stories. There were stories where, I think it was Philip K. Dick who postulated the Germans winning, the Nazis winning, taking over the UK.
Right.
And so it's called the counterfactual, sci-fi based counterfactual, I think it's called.
Okay, so it's almost like an if, or it could have been, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And so it branches off from history and it's a completely different future.
Yeah.
All the steampunk, that's from 200 years ago. From First World War, it's whole kind of like fantasy, kind of like science fiction from there. And so I've gone, well, I've just gone, can we do this?
You just love the camera.
No, I don't. But I've got these expressions, damn it. And people don't understand if I'm just gibbering away. So the expressions kind of help them.
In some way.
So the point is, though, that I'm doing a counterfactual from 3,000 years ago.
Interesting.
But it's squishy.
But you don't really know if it's counterfactual. It could have happened. It's just not recorded. Read about it.
Well, that's the thing. Whereas the thing about the Nazis, what's absurd.
It's wow. Yeah.
If things had continued, right? But what I've done. Look at that. Just read the first beginning of this.
Oh, different perspective.
Yeah.
Oh, Thousand Valleys, Gold Territories. So you've embedded it in locational history or something?
Yes.
Both?
In Urb. Is that interesting? Potentially for people who read it.
Yes.
So I'm going, instead of doing the counterfactual of, Nazis, 40 years later, it's like, no, it's just obviously just invented. Whereas what I'm saying, well, it's obviously invented. But what I'm doing is, you can read it fully. So he goes through it, it's almost exactly the same. Because he's going through this thing, he's going, silver, okay, it's working. Yeah, beautiful. Then the second one, okay, the Barrett. Okay, very good. So, okay, raising my eyebrow. Okay, brother, okay. Okay, steps forwards, gives them the gold, the silver, sends the protection. Okay, wait a minute. What's he doing this for? Right, you give the silver. Then we do the silver. No, it's not a small piece. Yeah, it's not. Using the silver strengths of our break. Right. Sheer silver along protection from silver buttons. Okay. Yes, okay. Now, but then he looks at this thing. Children picking. No, okay. No, I don't think we have. Oh, there. Something Marcellus' phrase of children. Which is a farmer approach a screen merchant's card.
On something like
He's like, something's going on here. I'm not quite sure what all this.
What I'm seeing or not seeing.
So read this and I'll pause it. All right? Read this bit and then just make you feel brain biles. Because I had to edit that one quite a lot because obviously it's counter, well, not counterfactual. it's a, I don't know what it's called. Interesting. Ooh, I'll put some toast on you.
So this one focuses on words more. Strengthening bonds.
Which bit have you got to?
Look at our market. Marcellus explains, gesturing to the busy square below.
Yeah.
We give silver for what we want. It's simple, clean. Why waste time with elaborate gifts? We can simply state what we design.
You see, he's presented an argument to justify trade.
Yes, so it's reversed.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
It's pay. Aris said. Aris tastes that new word with horror. Silver is someone who ever giving protection on Marco, so he's the one that's advocating and sharing and that.
That's what it's designed to do. So brilliant.
Wow, Baal rising straight. This is an abomination. You've turned our sacred silver, the ever giving blessings, into an instrument of trade. Oh, and even the eyes. So when he sees it through Marcellus's, now he doesn't see the flow. He sees it as a weapon and people being detached and human beings being separated because of money being used for transactions. And he sees it's repulsive. And we do. I think we do as a reader when we read that. We go, God, that is disgusting. That is repulsive.
Yeah, it actually reads better.
It does, yeah. Check this out.
Maybe that should be side by side for the script.
It's probably changed the better world of mutual care and giving than this nightmare of buying and selling, to just focus on the mutual world of caring and giving somehow. Better to be part of, better to share a world with others of mutual care and giving. I'll stop.
Okay. Just give it a moment. This will be the last bit of editing because we're going to eat now.
To share or inhabit the world.
Inhabit.
And I wouldn't put the comparison with the other. I just
Why? Why not?
Because he's saying he has a duty ever giving. It's the proper order of things. Best to inhabit the world because he sees it's a nightmare.
Better.
Yeah.
If it says better, it must be better than. What's wrong with that? The nightmare of buying and selling. We have to emphasize this. It's the complete reversal.
Yeah.
It needs to be there. Otherwise, it's
maybe a different way to say nightmare. Something stronger than nightmare. Stronger than nightmare. Torture, terror, insanity.
Nightmare's not bad. What's wrong with a nightmare? We're living in a nightmare. That's what he's saying. We're living in a nightmare. I like it. I think it should be stronger than that. Nightmare's quite strong for me. I could move a lot of people. Nightmares. Terror is just like, oh. Really? Is that interesting?
Yes. As I say, you do feel repulsed and horrified.
Yeah.
Yeah, along with the
Cool. What does that terrified.
Shall I stop the sharing?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, thank you very much. First responders. And here we go. And that was our first response. Boop. The end of stream. There we go.